Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to your D&D 10 night. We are starting episode 1 of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. So, this is the kind of capstone to our isekai adventure. Or isekai arc, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We watched ReZero, then we watched Tanya the Evil, and now we're watching Mushoku Tensei. It tied on our isekai follow-up poll. There was like the follow-up to ReZero. It tied with Tanya. So we just finished Tanya, and now we're diving into this. I am aware that there is a season 2 incoming, though it hasn't come out yet at the time I'm watching this. I know nothing about it. I'll tell you what I do know, because I know some very minor things, and I just wanna lay it all out so that this is like 99.8% blind. Okay, what I know is there's a main guy, and his name's like Rudolph or something, like Raphael Rudius. I think it's Rudius. I don't know though. I know it's an isekai. This is of course like part of our isekai journey. So a guy gets transported to this world. I know it's a fantasy world. I think there's a girl named Sylvie, if I'm getting that right. And I think I've seen one scene of the show, maybe in an AMV, and it was like, I assume the main guy with like a ball of water in like an attic. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. But that's about where I'm at for like spoilers. I don't really know any of the story. Oh, I do know that there are some problematic question mark things. I'm not going to make any comments on that now because I haven't seen it yet, of course, but I know there's some sus elements potentially. I don't know. We'll be journeying through that together, and I'm sure it will be quite the wild ride. We're watching a lot of sus stuff right now, so it just is what it is. But yeah, I am excited for this, of course. Always fun to start a new show. Sub-wise, I'm watching. Shout out to Koala from the Discord for providing a link to some subs for this. This is the I don't know. I don't know the specific name of it, but it's the version Tiabu watched. If you've seen the Tiabu version, so if you know what that is, that's another reactor. Shout out Tiabu, of course. But it's that version. If I'm just doing this for episode 1, if we're happy with this, I'm good to keep going. If it's a point of discussion and there's big distinctions, feel free to let me know and we can figure that out. Just for episode 1, though, that's what we're doing for sure. And yeah, I mean, I don't got too much more to yap about because it's episode 1. I ain't got no comments to scroll through. I ain't got no nothing. I guess I don't know. A lot of people are excited about this. A lot of people are the opposite of excited about us doing this show. So you know what? We love some civil war in the community. But yeah, episode 1, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. I assume, I don't know, does guy have no job before or after reincarnating? That's the real question, right? Because maybe he's just like otaku, no life, and then he dies, and this is like his chance to do something with his life, like a reset button. Or maybe he's just Bing chilling normal, dies, and then has nothing to do in his new life. I don't know. Should be excited though. Episode 1. Quite the journey ahead of us, isn't it? Okay. I'm just scared. Okay, I'm scared. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's get going in. A 3, 2, 1. Bang! Mid-30s. Hit by a truck. The classic. Ooh! Did you like save 2 other people maybe? Did you like push someone out of the way? Huh? So he's been a recluse. So he was jobless. I see. What is your name? Yeah, what was your past life name? Okay, dude. Is someone giving birth right now? Zenith? Is someone named Zenith giving birth? Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, kissy kiss. think your name is Zenith. Honkers. What is this dude? Okay, dude. Oh, this main character's gonna be a problem. Yeah, you like your little baby hands? I have baby mouth and I must scream. Aw, baby hand. Paul and Zenith. Yeah. I guess they're in front of the baby, so they don't care. Like, it's not like a baby normally, you know? Rudy. Oh, is his name Rudy? Look at him go. Rud, Rud, Rudius. The crazy thing is he's got his full mental capacities. Okay, you're gonna... Come on, man. Yeah? Oh, I gotta be writing some of these now. This guy. So I got my phone so I can write notes down. That's what that is. Lilia, Paul, Zenith. Oh, she's a lady. Oh, I mean, she got a maid, yeah. Rudius. You're such a rat, Rudius. You're such a rat. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. I think it's a new world, my guy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Is that Paul? Damn, Paul kind of nice with it. He goes, eh. He's not even crying. I mean, that's... I guess they ain't sweating it. Oh, just kidding. They are sweating it. Cast a spell? Okay, for sure magic then. Wow, this animation is crazy. Okay. Oh, ye of little faith, be healed. That music. Ooh, used to be an adventurer. What, you scored it big and then settled down with your hubby? With your adventurer pal? Dude, Paul got me feeling some kind of way. Holy. Crazy though. He a full intelligent baby with it. What is that? Earlobe flying squirrel. He can walk. Don't be... Okay. I thought he was about to go touch the maid. Yup. He's about to get into that chest so quick. You got spell books? Or is it like faith-based? I don't know. Strong, baby. Don't get locked in, please. Good move. Good move. Okay, yeah, spell books. Easy. Is it in a different language, though? Nearly 1,000. Yeah, it's gonna be another language. Okay, he can speak, though. He's at a speaking age. Oh, nice. The Magic Manual. Oh, okay. Dominate the mainstream. They got a magic meta. Oh, dang. Oh, this is the shot! This is the shot I was talking about! Yeah, him and his water ball. That's sick. Yeah, that's the only shot I've seen of this show. From like an AMV or something. Clean it, clean it. Ghost child. You just summoned water. I mean, that's kind of OP. How did you... Man's got upper arm baby strength out the wazoo. Mmm. Oh, that's so cool. It's like the nerves and the vessels in his body. His mana vessels, man. His mana veins. Wow. Oh, it looks like you pissed yourself. Oh, wow, good point. Maybe it's because he's a baby doe. As opposed to him just only having that much. We'll see. Okay, dude. What? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. It was just wrong. Or maybe he's a unique specimen. That he's like has a special ability that he doesn't have to do incantations. Or it could be an additional part. Or to like learn the spell and learn how it feels, you have to first do the incantations. Dang, Paul. He's got his, okay. Little baby. Getting wiped. The demon god Laplace? There's demon gods? Are we getting a younger daughter, a younger brother? Oh, don't do anything crazy. Oh no, he's chilling. He's just reading his books. Facts. Dang, Paul was putting in work in there. I'm gonna just say it how it is. Paul was putting in work. You're just dumping it? Okay. The maid is gonna see him do it. Radishes, onions, celery stalks, leaves. Huh. Exposed, exposed. Oh, did you finally launch it? Nice! Nice job, Rudy. Create, set size, firing speed, activate. Wow, okay, so it's kind of mathematic as opposed to like spiritual. I like that. Or it's more formulaic, right? You like study the function of mana as opposed to it being like an essence kind of. Or maybe a mix of both, I think. That's cool though. I like how they're actually figuring this stuff out. Don't cast something that's too big for you, my guy. Oh no, too much. Too much, too much. Paul, block it. No wait. Oh, we're fine. Just a streak. No, there's a monster in here. She likes it. No, she likes it. Because she was the magician, so she totally wants a magician baby. She's into it. Oh, magic tutor. Dude, she's adorable. What's her name? Zenith? Zenith? She's adorable. Be a spell sword. Mix it. That's my girl. Thank you, maid. Lilia? Oh, what's up? Ah, he's a knight. Good day. Roxy. Hello, Roxy. Yeah? Rudy. Oh no, that's a problem. This is a problem. Rudy is such a problem. Home tutor. Yeah, you're literally a baby. Hey, you're like a toddler. Oh no, he's gonna treat this poor Roxy so poorly. Man's a wizard. About to turn Roxy into a believer. Oh, hello, horsey. Can I pet you? Okay. Beginner, intermediate. Wow. So he hit rank 2. Are you good, Rudy? You gotta pee? Are you trying to hide something, Rudy? I'm gonna be upset if you're trying to hide something. What are you freaking out about? Oh, dang. Yeah, facts. Can you heal the tree? Go heal the tree. You got healing magic? Dude, this animation is so cracked. Bro, she's trying to heal the tree. Wow. Up to intermediate. Don't be humble. Yeah, you're probably an exception, my boy. Or taboo. Good point. Hopefully he remembers it. Yeah. Did he finish it? Yeah. What does that mean, Roxy? What does that mean? Okay. What? What'd you shoot? Oh, shot the tree down again, brother. Man lacks the social skills. Unlucky. Don't treat it like a romance game. I'm gonna lose. I knew he was gonna do that. My guy. Yeah. He tried to hit him with Baby Riz. No. It works? I mean, you can't, it's a child. It's not like you're gonna, it's not cringe if it's a kid doing it. Good move, Roxy. Good move. Do it again. 3. I'm just curious how good of a sorcerer or a mage I think is the term Zenith is, or if it's like genealogical, because it could be. There's a lot of questions. I like how they're focusing on it though. It's very cool. She's so sweet. I love Zenith, and she fine too. That always helps grease the wheels. Aww. Even I can make it. Yeah, it's a good chance to do it again. To do over. So that you don't regret this life like I'm sure you regret your last one. Yeah. Though it's nice, because, Yes, sir! What was up with those glyphs, though? Okay, I'm here for it. Good first episode. Yum to the best thing they did? I'll tell you already the best thing. Giving some focus and logic to the magic system. I'm such a hoe for magic systems, man. So, like, the incantation lists, you know, the different way he was describing, like, oh, it's got the rate of fire, it's got the size, it's got the speed, all that kind of stuff. I love it when they do that kind of stuff, right? Because what that does is it lays the foundation, so later when they start to toy with it and they make crazy moves happen, us as the audience can actually follow along that logic, you know? So if he starts, like, spinning around with like I don't know, like, imagine he doesn't even need to use an incantation, so he starts an incantation for, like, a certain spell, but then actually visualizes a different spell, and so whoever's, like, he's fighting, they get hit with a spell they weren't expecting, like, I don't know, like, there's all sorts of ways you can play that, and that's just so cool. And the animation's good. Dude, this is about to be so good. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about the whole Roxy's, like, what, 14 or something? And he's, like, 7 or 6, you know? And he's, like, I don't know. He's definitely gonna be perving on him eventually, right? Woo! Clean! Anything else? Preview? Next time, Master. Bad. What did I feel like I was about to say something. Oh yeah, these glyphs. What do these glyphs mean? Okay. Oh, we analyzed the glyphs here. Okay. So we got winged spaghetti monster, wing, like a dragon of some sort, horned beasts. I mean, they mentioned a demon king in a storybook. And I mean, it's a fantasy sword and magic land, so I could definitely see monsters being a thing. And there's a need for adventurers, so there's probably dungeons, or, you know, things to kill that are group that everybody agrees need to be exterminated. So that gives us a lot off the bat. This looks like a mermaid at the bottom, and then this looks like a Kuatoa or whatever, like a top half fish, bottom half human. They kind of got both. So maybe more like typical bestial mix things, you know. I was actually kind of caught off guard when they got, like, randomly a little explicit with Zenith, or with Zenith and Paul. I'm fine with it though. It doesn't really bother me too much. So I'm down with that. Him having full intelligence as a baby, it's funny. I'm fine with it. That's always one of the questions, right? Because it's like, if you think, like, ultra realistically, then it's like, oh, your brain is baby brain. Like, how is their adult brain in baby brain? Like, don't you need to get bigger? But I don't know. I don't really care enough to argue that ever. Especially because it's like, there's magic in the world. Reincarnation is special. Who cares? That's always a big who cares thing. But it's always an important distinction in, like, some sort of isekai story, right? Of, like, if the intelligence grows or not. Oh, there's Zenith getting pawed. Where was it? Yeah, the spell goes create, set size, set firing speed, activate. So I don't think, like, those are the steps that he has to visualize it, I guess. So he has to first create the water out of nothing, create it up to a certain size, visualize it moving, and then he activates it. And I assume it just kind of does as follows. Because I'm curious if specific parts of the incantation have to do with this. Like, if it's like you channel your mana during certain parts of the incantation, does that correlate to the different things? So, like, for example, beginning of the incantation, you channel a ton of mana right when you're starting, you make a really big ball, and then you do nothing else, and then it just, you know, the firing speed's nothing and it drops. Versus, like, you do a little bit of mana in the beginning and then do a lot at the end. Would that make a really small ball that goes fast? Like, I don't know. Kind of fun questions. I'm sure our homegirl Roxy will help us figure that out. What are the tiers? There were 7 tiers. Here they are. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, saint, king, emperor, and god. Okay. Saint. So just very basic stuff we can pull from this. Emperor, king. So we probably have or is it feudal? Feudal. Feudal. The, like, king. There's kings. Paul's a knight. So that kind of gives us an idea of the government. Saint. Religious, probably. I don't know. That gives an idea that we could be doing some, like, there could be, like, religious organizations, churches. Oh, and I feel like the word divine was used. I feel like Zenith used the word divine. Yeah, what's the source of magic? I mean, yeah, divine power is rich and nourishing. Is it like we have a God-given gift? God-given gift. We have like a god gift of magic, and it was like bestowed to humans or bestowed to whatever our race is. I assume we're humans. We look like humans, but maybe it's a different name. Is it like a God-given gift? Is it something that people think are just like natural to all living creatures, and like even a snake could cast a spell, it just doesn't know how? You know, is there mana in animals? Lots of fun questions there. Fun random rodent thing with the hair. Not gonna lie, that's some kind of nice hair. Wait, I'm gonna steal its style. New cosplay just dropped. Stars. And yeah, a lot of this imagery is very... Dude, oh my... Sorry, I'm just getting excited. A lot of this imagery is like star and astral themed, which is kind of interesting. Do we have like a divine system that's like based in like astrology and the stars and like... Because what that sets up, what that could set up is like certain lunar events, like a lunar eclipse, a shooting star, like different things could correspond to different types of magic and maybe increase or decrease like the potency of certain kinds of spells. Right? Like there's a lot of... that's why I love when they actually give us some things to work with, because now there's so many different like potentials for what they do with this. What I kind of got out of the Roxy thing, dude, I'm so excited to start a new show. I love starting new shows. The beginning is always the most fun part for me with shows. What I love about the Roxy conversation is, I forgot my point because I got so excited. Oh yeah, when she was talking to Rudy. Which, by the way, I have his name down as Rudius. I'm probably just going to call him Rudy because that's easier. So let me put that in my notes. Rudy. In a parentheses. Pogged. What I like is that... Or one thing that I found interesting is that she calls him... or she's like, oh, that makes you worth teaching. That he doesn't need to use incantations. It's not like... Oh, I've never seen this before. This is one of a kind. You're some sort of genetic freak. It's more like, oh, wow. Like, you're the real deal. So that, I assume, kind of means that the better you are a mage, maybe you can not use incantations, or it's like certain mages cannot use incantations, but that's just a rare thing that, like, I don't know, maybe there's a special brand of mages that are, like, cut above the rest because they don't need to do this. But it doesn't mean he's one of a kind, which is something that I see a lot in these types of, like, live again, isekai, whatever stuff. Because I've I don't know, not even that, but just, like, fantasy isekai in general, I'm aware of the trope of like super overpowered protagonist, you know, and this could be one of those, which would be fine. I mean, it's a trope I'm not usually a huge fan of, but I've seen it executed fine, so it's just whatever. But like giving them like a super unique ability to start, but I don't know. I would slightly prefer if they don't do that, because I always think that's a little bit of a like a power fantasy, and then it's just like I don't that doesn't interest me as much as like a normal fantasy. But this, I don't know. We'll see how it develops. Right now I'm thinking he's not one of a kind, but he's just part of a more unique group, or at least has shown that like maybe not everyone needs to use it, but requires a certain level of mastery or something. I don't know. Like the ability to visualize properly. We'll see. Not gonna lie though, this line of "you didn't screw up, miss, you just gained experience," I'm kind of fine with that. That wasn't that bad. The problem was he tried to follow up with a grin, and he tried to give him the baby face grin. Come on, give it to me. Right there. Rudy. Look in a mirror, man. Do we have mirrors? Look in a water puddle, man. You can make a water puddle. Don't even get me twisted. What's this girl's name? Lilia? Lilia. I feel like you're gonna randomly hoe us. My only reason is I don't know why you exist. You could just be a maid, but like what role are you gonna serve? I mean, or maybe you get murdered or something? I don't know. Because we need a call to adventure. So the calls to adventure could be something to do with like Roxy, you know, like, oh, he's such a talented mage, I want to take him on a trip to the capital, and then something happens. It could be like a Zenith, Paul gets attacked, someone dies. That could be Lilia, that could be Paul, that could be Zenith. Probably Zenith if anyone, but maybe Lilia. Maybe Lilia and Zenith. And Paul could be a triple kill. Who knows? Or we could be getting more and more characters that like are part of tutoring him. Maybe we spend a couple more episodes growing him up. I'd be fine either way. I'd be fine with any of that. For sure. Okay, let me just do a scroll, like all the way from the beginning. I could just try to talk about the isekai like thing in general. I don't know. It's kind of hard to, because a lot, like, you could say you could really talk about like what would happen to somebody if they got isekai, like what does this mean, what are the consequences, the mental consequences of this. And like, as cool as that conversation is, I don't know if the show is trying to have that conversation. Um, because if the show's not trying to have that conversation, then I don't think I need to either. You know, so it's kind of a time and place thing. Like, they get into it a little bit here, where like he originally starts using his new baby abilities to be a perv, um, which is wild. He did say that he wasn't um attracted to his mom, so I guess that's a dub. I'm seriously jealous of them making babies at their age. He literally died in incel. That's crazy to me. Um, but yeah, so he starts with using his baby abilities just to perv, very like stuff you might expect. But then as he discovers magic, that's like the big thing. That's like, oh, maybe I can do more. Maybe this, because he actually puts effort into it, which I think is probably a first for him, or at least in the last 20 plus baby years, right? Um, which kind of gave me hope, right? Like at the end, he's saying all this like, if I actually try this time, I can make something happen. Get back up when I fall and keep facing forward. Like I can actually make do with this life I've been given. Which A plus mentality, love it. He, in the way he was saying it though, like even I kind of like clued or like pointed me towards a like lots of like self insecurity, right? With like even someone as cringe as I, even someone that wasted their life like myself, a shut in, a nobody, a weirdo, blah 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 blah. Like those are probably all things that he thinks of himself as. But honestly, man, like most of this episode, you are grinding out spell casting and reading through entire spell manuals, and you know, literally learned an intermediate spell self-taught as a baby, right? So that, I mean, I got hope for him already. I don't think like I hope he can realize that at some point and realize, dang, I'm kind of cracked. Like or not even that, but just like if I actually put my mind to something, I can make something happen. Because he already did. That's the Pog thing. He's already absolutely made something happen. You know, he's got an entire Roxy tutor, all that kind of stuff. You know, one positive thing, one dub. Gotta stop saying dub. Let's get that out of my vocab. One positive thing, Roxy, I assume we're gonna grow up a couple more years before we start getting into it, right? I don't know. I assume he's gonna be at least like 14, 15, 16 when we start adventuring. Because I assume we're gonna start adventuring. I don't know. We'll see. But if that's the case, that means Roxy's gonna get to grow up. And then we're in the clear. You know? We don't gotta be, you know, peeving on her when she's literally like a middle schooler or whatever he says. That's like, we're not trying to deal with that, right? Yeah. What else do I have? Anything else to say? Let me just do a little bit of a scroll. So he gets iced, dies a virgin, bad luck, bad RNG. Starts being a perv as a baby, but then falls into the love of spellcasting after he learns that his mom can do it. Love the mom, she's very sweet. Paul's also Giga Chad, so I like Paul as well. I'm interested to see, because like he's such a baby right now that parent relationships with him are going to be, I don't know, it's kind of what you'd expect out of a parent relationship with a baby, you know, just like, oh, I love you, you're my child. But as he actually grows up and shows more of his personality to them, it'll be interesting to see like how that develops and if that develops. Yeah, like how that develops, right? Because right now we haven't gotten a ton of characterization for them. We've gotten a good amount. Like I'm happy with it, but I'm definitely excited to meet the Zenith and Paul better, because I feel like they could be cool characters, you know. Especially Paul. Paul shredded. And what was it like in your adventuring days, you know? What was it like in your adventuring days? Also, you're gonna get swords tutor. Can we get him a sword tutor? It'll probably be another girl, because I feel like that's just the way the show wants to go. Because why wouldn't it? I mean, if you're going to hire one tutor and it's going to be like a girl that he's attracted to, then you're going to hire a second tutor and it's going to be a girl that he's attracted to. So give me sword tutor, okay? And then what else can we get? What other skills does Adventure need? Dungeon delving tutor, like a wilderness tutor, like a animal tutor. Maybe animals are a big deal. There were summon spells. Maybe we need a summoning specialist. Or like attack, healing, like those are different categories. Maybe we can get specific ones for that. I don't know. Dang, yeah, I think that's all I really gotta say about this first episode, episode 1. I'm just excited. I have no idea where this is gonna go. I know it's season 2 is on the horizon, so we got a long route ahead of us. The way I'm lined up, I'll probably be finishing season 1 about the time season 2 starting, so hopefully we can just transition into that. That's assuming that this episode doesn't throw and I hate it, or this show doesn't throw and I end up hating it. I think we'll be fine. I'm happy with it so far. I think we'll be fine. Really good start though. Animation also, oh my goodness. I love the style of it. And like the magic. Dunk. Unlucky. But yeah, that's I think all I really got for this episode, episode 1 of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, blah, blah. Comment down below if you have anything to say, or join the Discord and talk to me or other Mushoku Tensei fans there. The link is in the About section of the YouTube. I'll try to remember to put a playlist for this full series in the description, as well as anything else. Oh, pips. I have pips. I'll try to remind y'all at the beginning of next episode. There are pips for every show. It's just the episode, full opacity, full audio. So that you don't have to do the timer if you don't want to. Though doing the timer gives me a little bit extra watch time on the YouTube, so I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's all I think all I really got for this. So I'll be seeing you on the next episode. Be seeing you then. Peace.